Middle class is the dream, right? A nice house, a stable job, vacations once a year. But what if I told you that the middle class is actually one of the most dangerous financial traps you can fall into? It looks safe, it feels comfortable, but it's designed to keep you just busy enough to stop dreaming, and just comfortable enough to stop escaping. Let me show you why. Sandra is 35. She has a good job, a decent car, 2 kids in a modest private school. She lives in the suburbs and has a mortgage that eats 40% of her income. From the outside, she's made it. But inside, she's drowning quietly. Credit card debt, student loans that never seem to disappear, a car note she can't afford to miss, and a lifestyle she has to maintain, not because she wants to impress strangers, but because she doesn't want her kids to feel poor. Her life isn't bad, but it's fragile, one emergency away from collapse. This is what the middle class looks like for millions, polished on the surface, pressured underneath. Here's the lie most of us were sold: go to school, get a good job, buy a home, you'll be secure. But this version of stability comes with invisible strings. A mortgage that locks you into a 30-year contract, a job that owns 40+ hours of your week, social pressure to keep up, birthdays, outfits, gadgets, vacations, a retirement plan that might work if nothing goes wrong. The system doesn't reward the middle class for being smart. It rewards them for staying in line. Because if you're busy paying off debt, working long hours, and financing a lifestyle, you don't have time to think about freedom, let alone plan for it. Let's break it down. The average middle class income, say $70,000, gets sliced up like this: $28,000 on mortgage rent, $12,000 on car payments and insurance, $6,000 on groceries, $3,000 on healthcare, $7,000 on taxes, $5,000 on school fees, birthdays, and social events, $4,000 on credit card interest, $5,000 plus just disappears. Coffee, delivery, random stuff, subscriptions. That leaves nothing. Middle class isn't poor, but it's not wealthy either. It's just expensive comfort with no cushion. And here's the scariest part: the job trap. Because the middle class often has enough to live, they never feel the urgency to build anything beyond the job. But what happens if you get laid off? The company downsizes? You get sick and can't work for a few months? The poor already expect the system to fail them. The rich are planning how to escape it. But the middle class? They're stuck praying it keeps working. That's not freedom. That's financial anxiety wrapped in a suit and tie. Let's be real. The system needs the middle class. Because you're the perfect consumer. You make just enough to spend. You borrow just enough to stay trapped. You work just enough to not rebel. Banks love you. Retail loves you. Politicians love you. Because you're dependable, not because you're winning. You're the engine of the economy, but you never get to drive. So, how do you break free? It starts with this. Stop aiming for middle-class comfort and start aiming for financial control. Here's how. Track every dollar. Most people don't know where their money is going. And that's the first sign you're losing the game. Build a second income stream. Freelancing, digital skills, online businesses, even small at first. Build leverage. Stop financing status. A luxury car with a 7-year loan is not success. It's financial slavery in disguise. Prioritize assets over appearance. Stocks, real estate, skills, and businesses. Not brand names, not gadgets. Understand that comfort freedom. A couch and Netflix aren't peace. Freedom is having choices, and the middle class doesn't. The middle class is not the enemy, but the trap is believing that comfort is the goal, and that stability is safety. Because if comfort comes with chains, is it really success? Ask yourself, do I want to look secure or actually be free? If this opened your eyes, like, subscribe, and share this with someone stuck in the trap, because sometimes all it takes is one new perspective to start the journey to freedom.